Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool 233G payphone. It's a 3-slot, and this is Cliff's telephone from PA. And so basically Cliff has a telephone booth, and this telephone goes in the telephone booth, and basically we're going to show you a picture. I'm going to try to see if we can get a good look at that on the video. And that's a picture of his telephone booth. And then we have another picture here. It's probably just about the same picture. Let's see, let me take a look at it. And here's one with the door shut, but there's a lot of glare from the flash on the photo. And this is a really cool telephone. Now we're going to get a still picture of the informational card here. And so we want to go through this telephone. He's going to go with an aftermarket body lock here because somebody's just been using a screw to do that. Now it looks like the vault area has been sealed up, but I'll know more about that when I get further into the troubleshoot of this telephone. We want to do all the normal things to this telephone, like install a modular port for the line and plug any length line cord, any color, into it, and makes it for a plug and play, a very simple connection. We want to go through the coin validator, but we're going to make the money drop down into the return, because in the vault area someone has installed a network and a bell. So we don't really want the money to fall down into the cash area, and it looks like that might be sealed up anyway on the vault door, but we'll know more, like I said, once we get further into the repair and conversion of this telephone. So basically, he wants to fix it up for his customer, and we're going to do that for him. And so what we're going to do now is do some troubleshooting and figure out everything that we want to do and what we need to do to this telephone. We'll get some more video of it as we move forward in the repair of this telephone. Be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we have the vault door off, and I want to go ahead and show you the bell that somebody has installed in this telephone. There's a network behind the bell. The bell is very muffled. It's not going to be real super loud to begin with, but we're going to have to try to repair that bell, and if it's not repairable, we'll replace it and we'll do something else. But I want to go ahead and ring it for you. And you can see how muffled it is. I'll let it go a few more times. It's not really ringing per se. It's just kind of tapping the bell, and it's squelched out. I'll let it go one more time. And I'll go ahead and stop that ring cycle. We'll go ahead and take a short break, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're going to show a little bit about what's going on here. We're in the middle of the process of converting and repairing this telephone, and so basically what we have here is our coin validator, and we've been going through this to make sure that the money's going to drop through. But I'm going to show you there's something missing to this coin validator, and why someone took that part out is not real clear. But what we want to do is I'm going to take a quarter, and I'm going to reach around, and I'm going to go ahead and drop the quarter. It's going to fall through. But in this telephone, it's only going to go into the coin return, because the base of the telephone where the vault is got a network and bell. From earlier in the video, you've seen that. So we're going to go ahead and drop the quarter now, and it fell out. We're going to do one more. I'm going to take a nickel, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to to take one more nickel, and that dropped through. Now I want to take a dime, and if you watch this area right here, the dime is going to get held up in that area. So we want to do a dime, and it's right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and push the dime a little, and it went ahead and fell through. The dime hung up right there. I pushed it through and it fell. What this telephone's missing is the bell. There used to sit a bell right here. We'll take a quarter. If you notice, it'll hit this gong over here. So they left the gong in, but they took the bell out. And it doesn't make a lot of sense, but they did. And since the money's not going to be dropping into the vault area anyway, we're not sure we're going to put a bell back in it. If we can't put some type of bell in it, then we may just put a little bracket here so that the dime bounces off of that bracket and falls through into the coin return. But we'll see what we can do, and we'll kind of go from there. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and so basically what we've done here, since earlier in the video we showed that the original bell for when the nickels and dimes come down the coin validator basically was missing, and to find that original bell and get someone like a supplier, someone to break it away from the coin validator itself would be hard to do. Now you would find the coin validator before you would find just the bell. And if they knew you needed just the bell, you'd pay dearly for it. I have installed a different style bell, and it catches the dime. And then since the bell's not quite large enough, we had to build a piece of linkage here that basically rings the bell when the nickel and the dime passes by for a second time. So we're going to go ahead and take a nickel and drop it through. We'll take another nickel and do the same thing. I'll do another nickel. Now the dime will hit the bell and then roll down through the coin validator and then ring the bell again. But since the first ring of the dime is so loud, sometimes you don't hear the second one, but for the most part it does work, and it does give it some sound effect. We'll run some dimes through. So what we're looking for is a sound effect, because before, without the bell at all, there was no sound effect except for on the quarter. Another nickel. We'll do a dime. Another dime. And one last nickel. So our piece of linkage is actually ringing the bell from this angle on a nickel, and then on the second half of the dime when it falls through and hits it for a second time, because what was supposed to happen in these units were the dime would ring the bell twice and the nickels would ring the bell once. So we've got that squared away, and we're working on other parts of the phone now, and we want to get everything taken care of, and we'll come back and do our final checks. We also reinstalled our network on the inside of the vault area. We had to reinstall that because it was way too close to the bell, and we basically reinstalled the bell and repaired the bell. So now our bell is ringing, and so that's been taken care of. So we're just well into the repair and conversion of this telephone, and we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair of this telephone. So basically, we're going to run through a little bit of everything that went on. We went ahead and went through the rotary, made sure that was oiled, cleaned, and adjusted. We worked on the coin validator and installed a bell and some linkage so that we could get some sound effect out of the unit, like a normal phone would sound. And then we went and rewired everything inside the way we wanted it rewired. And we also installed a modular port in the back and we'll get a still photo of that. And then we installed a body lock and key, and we're not going to have any kind of a lock for the vault area because they have a network and a bell installed inside, and the coins will run down through the coin validator into the coin return. We also, if any coins get stuck in it, you can go ahead and hit your coin return, and they'll drop down if you have any problems with that. We kind of just did a little bit of everything to this telephone. I'm going to move the video down a little bit because we want to go ahead and start our final checks. And so we can drop some money in. I'll start out with a quarter, and that will gong. Then I'll put one more quarter in, and that's falling down into the coin return area. And so basically we can drop a nickel in now, and that'll bring the bell once. We'll do a dime, should ring the bell twice. The second ring is not as loud. We'll do another nickel, one more nickel, and a dime. And then our change will be here in the return. So now that all of that is working, what we want to do is go ahead and give you some dial tone. And if you watch the analyzer, we're going to walk through our numbers. I'm going to end in a 2, and now I want to transmit into the handset. So if you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light light up, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. So we know that this telephone is dialing out, we know it has receive, we know it has transmit. We can go ahead and ring the telephone. I'll let that go a couple more times. Go ahead and give you some dial tone. So now what we can do is we can move this telephone over to a regular line. I have a switch box here, and we'll go ahead and push this button, and that takes the analyzer totally out of the situation and gives us a line out, and we'll call a time and temp number. Now, I want to warn you that on this time and temperature number, what happens is they're having problems with their equipment, and you'll hear the time and temp number answer and say a little bit, and then it'll go into a hum, and then they'll start talking again, and then there might be another hum in there, and that is on their end. It's their equipment, has nothing to do with what we're doing here. So we'll go ahead and call that number now. Give you some dial tone.
Good afternoon. Today is Saturday, July 13th. The time is 3:28. Current temperature 98 degrees.
Mostly sunny today. Showers and thunderstorms likely. Highs in the 80s. Partly cloudy tonight. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the 60s. Partly cloudy Sunday. A chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 80s.
Okay. So now what we can do is we can call my number, and it'll be busy. Give you some dial tone. One other issue that I want to show you is on the bodies of these telephones, they're spring-loaded. So basically what you would do is push down a little bit on this telephone, and then you would unlock it. And then you can pull your body off of the telephone, and then you want to push it in a little bit and lock it, because you have to get the body off to mount it. And this is going to go in a telephone booth. So Cliff has got a really nice 233G here, and it's going to be in a telephone booth. And he sent some pictures of that I showed earlier, and it's just going to be a really cool telephone along with that telephone booth. So he's got a nice setup here. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.